everyone, welcome back to my channel, Rewind, Be Kind. I hope everyone is having a great week, as they would say. I tell you what, I am just really excited about what I am going to talk about today. As you see, yeah, I don't come on every day and record every day, but when I do come on, I have something juicy for you. I really do. Something that, may not help you at this time, but you never know, you may run into this issue, or you may know someone who is experiencing this. Okay, so First, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel and those who come through and view. And let me ask you something. They said, you measly mouths, don't get fed, or closed mouths don't get fed. So I'm asking you, if you come by my channel, will you please subscribe and like and even leave a comment? Because although, I'm not doing face products and hair products and things like that's really in the algorithm. I'm just giving you information that could be helpful for you, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And so I need your help to help my assignment. This is my second assignment. My first assignment that is still ongoing is Truth Seeking with Veronica. And this is Rewind, Be Kind. A lot of things I do go back, when I was growing up, and I tell you stories, or even with nutritional, with health, with spiritual, with your mind think, it's as far as clearing out everything. Okay, so I just wanted to ask you, please subscribe to my channel and let's grow it. Let's grow it, because I have a lot to offer. Step by step, I would say, I would add more and more to the channel. I do have a third assignment, and it will be coming soon, and I'll let you know about that. Okay, so let me start out by saying, as far as what I'm going to tell you about today. Okay, so over here in Florida, we got that I call it miracle snow. I mean, snow. I think about 3 to 4 inches, okay? And believe me, when I saw that snow, yeah, it was beautiful from a distance, but I have to tell you, I stayed away from it. I really did. I just decided, no. I'm not gonna go out there, no matter how beautiful and tempting it was to to make snowman, or just play in it. Something I was tempted to do, but I said, nah, this is just not normal. Okay, I don't know if it's because of the pole shifts. I don't know if it's just the Most High showing out. Okay, but I felt, no, don't go in it. Now, I did have to take my fur baby out. I did have to take Kettle out, and he enjoyed it. He made sure that he played in it, and made lemonade whenever possible in the snow as we walked. I'm like, dude, you just never go this often. But I think he was just intrigued. It's not like he hadn't seen snow before, because the state before that I lived in, we had snow, and we did go out and play in it. So I think he was shocked also to see the snow. So before the snow came, I went out, ran my errands. Life still goes on. You still have to do what you got to do. So, you're out in public, and no matter how you have your immune system built up, okay, and, you wash your hands, and you still, in some way, catch something, I would say, out the air, because I say it's in the air, because I was feeling fine, and all of a sudden I just started feeling, I wouldn't say sick, but I knew, you know how your body tells you, okay, it's about to fight something, okay? And I was like, oh, not again, you know, because I was around a whole lot of people. I really was. And so I found myself feeling kind of icky, you know, and I said, well, I'm gonna fight this. It's just no way. So here I am, you know, taking my D3s, my K2s, making sure that I'm eating, even got the little mix for my veggies, you know, making sure I'm getting that in me, taking my cod liver oil for, you know, my lungs. I was just taking everything, okay? I really was. But at the same time, it wasn't like I was just sick. It was more like, I'm getting weak and I need to go lay down. And so I found myself feeling blah and laying down. And I was like, this is not like me, okay? If, like, even my husband, when he come in, if he see me laying down, he's like, ooh, did you take this? Did you do this? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm fighting something, but I'm gonna fight it. And I had ran a little fever. I knew that I was running a little fever. I felt it. But this was kind of weird, because it was like I had a fever, but I felt heat. I felt hot. And I said, And so then I took something to bring that down. And I said, okay, now then a different type of fever. I felt cold, and I still had a fever. And so I said, okay, what is going on? So here I am, you know, even though my appetite was, I didn't have much of an appetite, but whatever I was putting in me, I was making sure that it was something that could help assist my immune system and to give me energy, okay? And so I think it took about 3 days, okay? And what I mean, it was like, it wasn't like a flu. It wasn't like, it was just weird, you know, just like right after the snow, it was just something weird. But I know my immune system was so built up. You know your body, okay? Your body is going to tell you what you need. That it was so built up until it identified it, it saw it, and it started fighting. And that's a good thing, okay? When it starts fighting, I'm like, yeah, you know, getting my meditation, like, yeah, fight, you know? But then after that had passed, I'm like, I am still feeling tired. I was just like, it was like a drain kind of tired, you know? I knew it wasn't spiritual. I knew it was body, okay? Because there's a big difference with the spiritual drain and then your health body drain, okay? Your physical drain. And I said, why am I feeling like this? You know, usually I'm full of energy. And, excuse me. So then I said, well, I went to bed. It was so funny, because I went to bed, and when I was walking to my room, I felt like my feet and my joints, I just felt, ew. I was like, wow, why does it wasn't like a hurt pain. I can't describe it. It was more like a ache, as if I have just aged by 80 years, you know, like like I had just aged. I was like, what is going on? This does not feel right. And so, like I said, now, when you're connected with you, when you know you, okay, and you are also connected to the Most High, okay, and your temple, you're keeping your temple clean. You're really thinking on what have you put in your body. I know, you know, sometimes I might go and get something, you know, and go, okay, I'm gonna pay for this, okay? But for the most part, do remember, you know, I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy, and I don't eat shellfish, okay? And I used to just love all of that. I mean, give me some oysters and I mean, all that stuff. I used to love it. And it's like the Most High just took all that from me, even just the desire for it. You know, I get nauseated just thinking about it. And go check out my video when I talk to you about me getting off of dairy. You're going to be surprised, you know. But so I got to bed, and I, you know, of course, do my regular, you know, my prayer, and you know, I'm gonna talk one day about meditation, because there's so many different types that you can do. But I have a bedtime meditation that I do, and it helps calm everything within me, and it clears my mind. It keeps it from running, okay? And of course, I take my magnesium. That helps. And so when I'm laying down, I said, well, you know, I did my prayer and everything. I said, well, I'll know in the morning. I'll know how. If I'm still feeling like this, I'm going to know. And that's what I told my mind. I said, you're going to know. And wouldn't you know, like I say, your body, if you listen, it will tell you. The Holy Spirit, I call it the Ruach HaKodesh, will tell you what you need, okay? Because our help, I know this is deep, okay? But our help is all around us, okay? All around us. We have where it says angels, the messengers, our protectors dispatched around us, okay? And then there's one that's called Raphael, okay? And that's the Most High's angel of health, okay? And so as soon as I woke up, okay, because usually when I'm waking up, I'm remembering my dreams. I have not a ritual, but something I just sit there and listen to the Most High, and you know, whatever I need to know, okay, or whatever I need to do, I listen for instructions. And then of course my prayers that I pray before I get out to bed, you know, especially ordering my steps. And I tell you, as soon as I opened my eyes, I heard copper. I said, copper? Now listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any type of medical advice. I'm telling you my experience. So if you're on any type of medications or feel ill, I just say go to your physician, you know, for your medical advice. But I'm telling you, that was my disclaimer for YouTube, but I'm telling you what I heard, copper. And let me tell you something, I have never even considered copper. You know, I know about trace minerals and all that stuff, and I have you know, my little bottle of my trace minerals. But you know, as we know, sometimes our body don't tell us that we need it, because most of us are getting it from our nuts and our seeds, our foods that we eat. And when I heard copper, I said, let me look this up. So I'm asking you, okay, and I'm challenging you to Google and look up copper and why your body needs copper. So I got to reading about copper, and I said, you know what? I have not taken my trace mineral in a while. I mean, I think it's been probably a few months since I've taken that, because, you know, I'm always eating nuts and everything. But I do know that for the past 3 days, okay, I would say 3 or 4 days, because of how I was feeling, my appetite had just went to nothing, really, is what it did. And I realized that I didn't eat any nuts. I usually eat my cashews, my pumpkin seeds, my pecans or pecans. I'm usually, you know, consuming things like that. I'm usually consuming dark chocolate, okay? Now I'm saying all this because I want you to look up copper, and I want you to look up the symptoms you'll have when your body is screaming for copper because you have a deficiency in it. Okay, so I'm looking at all the signs of being deficient in copper, and I see nausea because I did wake up one of the mornings. I was so nauseous. I was like, what is really going on? Okay, I'm past that being pregnant thing for early in the early in the morning, getting sick. So I said, okay, I've been nausea. Okay, yeah, I've been weak. Joints and feet and stuff. Everything's been feeling weird. But keep in mind, I have not been eating the things that I normally eat for the past 4 days. I just haven't had an appetite for it. But I have been taking my zinc. I've been taking my supplements and everything. I didn't take any trace minerals or nothing like that because, I mean, when you're weak and tired, you just try to get down what you can get down when you're not feeling well. And I said, this makes sense. So when I said I was taking my zinc and taking all the other supplements, when you go and Google what zinc does to the copper in your body, kind of like how they're kind of in competition. I mean, even my belly didn't feel right. Okay, so it has a lot to do with that too. And as far as your bowel secretion, I would say in your liver, things like that. So go look it up, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not gonna sit up here and just go through it. I mean, I can Google right now and read everything to you, but I want to challenge you to start doing that. Okay, especially when you wake up in the morning and it's just like copper. Okay, so I said, okay, I have not eaten any of my cashews. I haven't eaten any pecans. I haven't had any of my dark chocolate. They didn't even have any in the house. Usually I have my dark chocolate, hidden away in my little side drawer. In my nightstand, I have because I like it bitter. I like the 82. I like it bitter. Okay, I don't have to have any sweetness. If I do desire something sweetness, I may get the 72. Okay, but then in the inside, I know I'm not giving it all I got. Okay, so I noticed that, and I said, so when I heard copper, I got on up as usual and brewed my coffee, and went ahead and did my, I do my little cayenne, my honey. I went ahead and added cinnamon this time, because I remember Barbara, she had said that she added cinnamon to hers. And I said, what, I usually take, the cinnamon capsule, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it and add it to that, and went ahead and added my turmeric, because I have been on turmeric really heavy too. Okay, and so I went ahead and stirred that and took that. And I said, okay. And then I went got my phone and I said, okay, let me see what I got in the house that may have copper in it, because I knew I didn't have any dark chocolate. I knew I only had the pumpkin seeds. I didn't have any mixed nuts because I hadn't been anywhere. I just hadn't been to the store. I hadn't felt good. And when I don't feel good, I don't like going out in public and spreading the cooties. I just don't like spreading the cooties. Okay, some people still go out and touch everything in the stores, this and that, and cough and put it all in the air and spread their cooties, but I don't believe in spreading my cooties. Okay, so what I did, I said, well, let me look. So I'm looking in the cabinet, at the same time Googling. I said, no, don't have that. I don't have that. And I said, oh, I have my cocoa powder. Yeah. And so I said, okay, I only had really a teaspoon left. I mean, I hadn't even really restocked on a lot of things that I need, because that's something else to pay mind to pay attention to, is that you can forget what you need. Okay, after you run out, and then you remember, oh, I was feeling great, because I used to add cocoa to my coffee in the mornings. I did. I used to add that. So I was like, I hadn't done that in a while. I hadn't. So I had some cocoa left, and I went ahead and turned my tea kettle on because I like my water to be boiled and sterilized, especially first thing in the morning, what I'm putting in my body. And so I had that going, and I was like, I didn't have cashew milk. Now look it up while I'm saying that, okay? I didn't have cashew milk, but I did have some almond milk, okay? Because my husband likes to use almond milk because he eats cereal. I have helped him to pick better healthy cereals, so he's doing good with that, okay? So I'm like, but that's what he likes. He likes his certain types of cereals. And so I know about many years, almost a decade ago, I actually took him off of milk. Okay, I was like, you can't drink milk anymore, you need to find a substitute. And so that's why now he does drink almond milk. Okay, so let me get back to the story. So, my tea kettle, I was letting my water boil a little bit while my coffee was brewing. And I said, let me get this in me first thing. So I went ahead. It is the golden milk that you can make at night. Okay, you know about the golden milk. If not, I'll talk about that too. But you can look that up. I might I have a little twist to my golden milk. But so I went ahead and poured some almond milk because he had some almond milk, because I don't even drink that. I like to make my own, crush my almonds and squeeze it out, or do the same with my cashews and still use the pulp for other things. So, but you can sometimes find the organic cashew milk and almond milk, okay? But the one he had wasn't organic. So I had to make sure, of course, I pray over it. Pray over everything you put inside of you. And so I put it on the stove, poured me some almond milk in my little pot, and went ahead and I added some of the warm water, okay, the water to it, because I just want to skim it out a little bit. I didn't want the fullness of the almond milk. I just needed something to dissolve my cocoa powder. So I put my cocoa powder in there, and I just said, whatever. I went ahead and put another turmeric in there, whatever you want to call it. So I put that in there, and I stirred it up, and in my mind I said, okay, I'm gonna get some copper in me, this morning, and before I leave out. And when I leave out, I'm at the store right now, I'm gonna get some things that I need, for my body, because I hadn't been really just grocery shopping in a while for myself. And I try to be careful on what I buy, because I want to make sure that I'm able to prepare it before it goes bad. I do not like to waste anything. Well, to make a long story short, I mixed my cocoa in there, put a little bit extra in there, okay? You should try it. And went ahead and my turmeric, with my water and my almond milk, and I put it in a little coffee cup. I wanted to make it as strong as possible, okay? And put me a little honey, just a little bit, not much, because I don't care for sweet things. But I said, let me put a little honey in there. It helped my digestion a little bit more since it's warm, and I've already taken my little spoon of honey, but it had the cayenne pepper in there. So I said, okay, I want to soothe my belly a little bit. I'm just really talking, aren't I? But I'm excited, okay? And so this was this morning. This morning. If you would have seen me yesterday morning or last night, you're like, this can't be the same person. It is not the same person. But anyway, after I drank that, okay, I was like, okay, it's going to work. I drank it. And, you put it in your mind, because it's, I feel mind over matter, And my thought process and everything was, okay, I'm getting this copper in me. I'm giving my body what it needs. And I would say before my coffee had finished brewing, I start feeling like myself. I was like, whew, I feel something, okay? So I went ahead, and took kettle out, came back, got my coffee and everything, and I said, okay, now I really feel energized. I feel like myself. That is what I was missing. I was missing copper because of all, I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't on my normal eating routine. I wasn't taking, my trace minerals or this and that. And usually I don't have to, like I said, because I'm usually eating my nuts and things like that. And my dark chocolate. And there's other things too, like they were saying organ meat if you're a meat eater, shellfish, if you eat shellfish. So there's a lot of different ways. That's why I want you to look it up and see how you can get incorporate that copper in your meals, in your food, in your everyday eating. And I feel energized. That helped me. That seemed like I'm like, wow, that's all I needed was that. Yeah, it could be one thing that you're deficient in, okay? And it can just turn your world upside down. But I'm feeling great. I really am. And I just say, just look it up, look up copper, and I say everything in moderation, okay? And see what copper can do for you. And like I said, even when you're feeling down and out, or catching a little bug or whatever, and your appetite leave you, remember, when your appetite leave you, you may not be putting the nutrients and the minerals and vitamins and things in your body that you usually put in your body, and your body will send off a signal. So pay attention to what your body is telling you, okay? So I'm about to run in here right now and get me some dark chocolate because I hadn't had it in a while, and go ahead and get me some cashews and some pecans, because that's what I usually like to have on my nightstand, as a little snack. Okay, so again, this is disclaimer, this is not medical advice, but I just want to just talk to you and just tell you that it's the little things that end up being the big things that your body needs. So let me know in the comments if you use copper, as far as if you take it as a supplement and your trace minerals, or you just incorporate it every day in your food, your food routine. Just let me know. And if there's something you would like for me to talk about that you're interested in, just let me know. Okay, let's get this channel growing, and I'm really excited about the possibilities of my channel. Okay, so like I said, subscribe, check like, and listen to my everything, because I put a little nuggets all the way through. Okay. Okay, so until next time, rewind, be kind, subscribe.